Okay, so I am building a vintage video corner. Um, I know the video on the case over here just kind of ended rather without a finish, but this is why. This is going to be a vintage video corner, so this is going to have the big CRT on it, and then this corner cabinet will have DVD player for now. Um, it's not really vintage, but I have a spare, and I don't have a Laserdisc player yet. So when I get a Laserdisc, that'll swap out. But that's neither here nor there. My VCR and the beta player. I just got a beta player. I haven't had time to test it or play with it yet. It was sold, tested, working, with a video showing it working. So I'm super excited. So I'm trying to get this done. So the way that this works is seamless return into the media case on this side and this side. Super excited with how it's going so far, and we're gonna just kind of go over a little bit here. I have no idea how to measure this, and I thank you to anybody that takes the time to type out the formulas and tell me how stupid I am and how simple this is to yada yada yada. I will not understand it after about 5 words. Some people say it's ADHD, some people say it's neurodivergent. My brain does not function that way, and even having this done, I still have no idea like how to do it. In theory, right angle here, like I might be able to figure out off of this, but not having this, it just doesn't do anything. So what I did is kind of the idiot's guide to doing this, because you have to be really smart to be really stupid. This was 2 different pieces of scrap wood. So what I did was, oh, it's not over here, it's outside. Okay, so since you can't like put the wall on top of a board, what I did was rig up a movable wall. And this has my 90-degree angle of the walls, and this allows me to set my wall on top of the material that I'm cutting, then measure out my return, and then just mark my lines and cut. And I had 2 tries before I got it to fit right, and then just copied that over to the production version, and it works very well, honestly. It's actually a lot tighter than I expected it to be, especially cutting freehand. It's not going to be perfect. And so then for the sides, I have 2 15-inch deep, or just the extras, because this is a 15-inch wide board. So I'm going to leave the back open because the back of the TV won't be sitting on it anyway. And then I've got 2 15s for the sides, and then the inside sits inside of it. It's not like the top one sits on top for weight, so I have a point load for the TV going all the way down, and then this one will screw into the sides. And then our other, where I have this will work. And then our other case will just fit right in there, and that's actually really, really close. I'm very happy with that. So I'm going to take that bottom piece out, trace 2 more. So we'll have a total of 3 shelves for now, and then I'll have space for more shelves. I haven't decided. Menards doesn't have pilasters short enough to fit in here, so I haven't decided how I want to do it. I want the stability of screwing them in. I think it'll be fine to have them fixed. I don't think that'll be an issue. But I'm very, very happy with how this is turning out right now. None of this is screwed together. It's all just freestanding. So I think we're going to screw this together, go cut our other 2 pieces, and yeah, I'm really happy with this so far. This is all just shelf board from Menards. I buy the Menards board because it is thicker. It's 3/4. The Lowe's board is just under a half, and it's just way Like, this is kind of wobbly, but it's way, way more wobbly than what that is. So the downside to this is that it only has the finished edge on one side. Menards does sell the strips, however, they are $15 for an 8-foot strip. So for the stuff that I'm doing, it's actually cheaper to just buy 2 boards and then use the other half for scrap or measurements than it is to try to heat attach a strip on to the backside straight. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is going so far. All right, so update here. As usual, because I am incapable of holding anything steady or cutting a straight line, it's not as perfect as I would like. This side looks really good. This side is gapped really bad, but I've still got screws running through to hold the side over to here. But somewhere along the way, even though I laid the TV out in the corner on the floor when I did the original angled piece, I am off by almost a full knuckle. So I am off by 1.5 inches. And like, it's not super loose, but I'm still not really happy with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and switch it over to the smaller CRT. I'll just feel a little better that I don't have to worry about that falling out, unfortunately. Alright, it's not as impressive because it's so much smaller. However, it is a perfect fit. It fits perfectly, and I don't have to worry about that going anywhere. So, next steps will be to cut the shelves for this side, and then decide what I want to do with this space, because cutting the angled shelves is a pain in the butt. I really am terrible at it. I have to cut them freehand because the table saw fence is set for the, I don't even know what these things, I have no idea what you call them, but those things, and I don't want to adjust it because I want them to all be uniform until I'm done cutting them. So freehand cut, it's going to be nutty and all over the place again. So I don't know. What I want to do is put one for here. It's back out there. Put one here sitting above the top of the TV to put display items on, maybe even the Laserdisc player when I get it. And then put another one up here so I can put boxes and display stuff across the top. I can technically fit 2 of these out of one 6-foot board, so technically I have one more board, so technically I can do it with the materials I have. Here's the thing, those boards are $15 each, and once this project is done, I want to come over to here and start on built-in over here. So good inspiration. I'm a little less destructive, but just as clueless. So, and way less money. So that's kind of where we're at. I'm going to wrap this up, get it stocked, and then we'll wrap this video up. But I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And I'm kind of construed for space here, but this will work. And then this gives me a place. My plan is to leave, since I've got AV hookups on the front, my plan is to build some custom bookcases on the other wall to display my retro game consoles, and then when I want to play the retro game console, I can just plug it straight into this TV and can play it as it was intended, and then it's on display the rest of the time. So that's the plan there. So I don't know, we'll see. Fortunately, I still have the original piece, so I can adjust it a little bit as I go up there. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this so far. This is turning out about averagely crappy for me, because no matter how much I measure something, it's never cut correctly, and no matter how much I try to cut something carefully, it's never cut correctly. So it is a lot better than I expected it to be, honestly, so far. And then I have the uprights to put the next frame in for this shelf, and then I can just buy the rest of the pilasters and stuff after that. I don't know that I'll have the shelves for it, though. We'll see. We'll figure it out. Alright, so I finally am wrapping this video up. I've got this clean and as far as I'm going to take it in this video. So I will eventually put another angle piece up on top, but for right now I will probably just put laser discs on display up top because they're cool and it's awesome. Might frame and hang some too, we'll see. This door is going to be getting changed out, which will actually give me enough space to put a third case in, even though I don't need one right now. The second case is in because I had the stuff for it. I really don't understand why it looks like it has to be higher. Like, that can't just be an optical illusion like that. Yes, it is. There's literally no reason for that end to be, like you can see it, there's no reason for that end to be higher because I haven't touched the height of these. I've only ripped them in half. The two are literally exactly the same height. There's no reason for that to be higher. See, this is why I say when I never understand, it's level at the bottom. If you can see it, yeah, it's level at the bottom. No idea. Legit, no idea why that's like that. This is what I say, this is what I mean when I say I do everything and have no idea why it turns out weird. But it'll work. This is also why I destroy so much of the stuff I built, because stuff like that just is so annoying and frustrating. So I have no idea why that is like that, especially since it's level at the bottom. Like, there's literally no reason for that end to be higher, but whatever. So I'll pick up some more plaster strips, we'll get the sides in, get this shelved, although right now I don't need any more space. However, now that I have these up, I have the catalog complete, I can actually go to some thrift stores and buy VHS when I find it, because I won't buy doubles. VHS tapes, when I find them at thrift stores, are still about 50 cents a piece. They are getting harder to find because people are starting to realize that some of these do have value. The other thing I've noticed, especially with movies lately, is eBay has almost universally gone to you pay shipping no matter what. Even though it's media mail, they'll charge you $5 shipping per item, and if you're lucky, they'll give you maybe like 50 cents off for the second item. Like, for me personally, when I always give free shipping, and when I'm buying, I've been more likely to buy somebody with free shipping because you get hosed on combined shipping 95% of the time. I have literally had like $30 carts that I have deleted because the shipping was like $100, and you can't request a shipping quote without committing to buy. And I have been burned before where somebody made me pay like $80 to ship $8 worth of product, and then the shipping label shows up and they paid like $8 to ship it, and they won't refund it. So I'm very careful with eBay, but if you're the seller, you can make out. Even our local used shop is selling the Disney clamshells for $5 a piece. So people, and if you think people won't buy them at 50 cents at Goodwill and then take them in there and sell them for 51 cents, they absolutely will. If they can make even a penny on them, they will clean everything out. So I've still got a couple stores that do okay with having stuff in stock that I try to hit on a semi-regular basis. Easier now that I have everything cataloged, so I know I'm not buying doubles. But yeah, I'm about as happy with how it turned out as I'm gonna get. So next thing to do will be to get the VCR and the beta, or the VHS and the beta players in, and get a Laserdisc player in. That'll be the big three. One day I'll get a Selectavision player. Whether it will be working or not, I don't know. Probably not, because that's one of the things that they're just so fragile. It probably wouldn't be worth it to spend the money on a working one just to have it fail in shipping because it's so fragile. But I don't know. That's way down the road. So now that this is done, we'll get started on the next project. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with this so far. So thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And we will see you on the next one.